and vote. Are you going to start some sort of community outreach, people to educate, other people that are not familiar with the different options that they have for voting?
Yes. So this is something that's actually very close to me, and it's something that has meant a lot to me as long as I can remember. So my great grandmother was actually the first Black woman in Wilcox County, Alabama, to vote, and and she was stood in line for a long time to be able to make sure that she was there and make sure that she was able to cast her vote. And and this is the type of family history that I grew up with, and even my parents have always been very concerned about this and raised me to believe that. So, for me, the community outreach piece is something that would be very close to me, particularly outreach to the traditionally disenfranchised communities and making sure that we increase our voter turnout here in Broward County. It's really not just about, when I say I want to make sure the job is done the right way, what that really means is that I want to make sure the voter turnout is high, and I want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to vote. And I believe that my tech skills give me a leg up, but you also need somebody who cares deeply about, just cares deeply about making sure that people in this community are able to participate in our elections. So just to make sure I'm answering your question, yes, the outreach piece is really big to me. I really want to increase voter turnout. And since you mentioned vote by mail, I find especially that a lot of people, especially in the Black community here in Broward County, there seems to be a lot of mistrust around vote by mail. And I really don't blame them, because whenever I talk to people, I hear these kind of things and I hear these comments that people are worried about their votes not actually getting counted. And it'll be a big concern for me to really increase that, to raise people's confidence and make people feel comfortable with it. Because I believe, and not only I believe, but the data actually shows that people who request a vote by mail ballot are far more likely to vote than your average registered voter. Having somebody registered to vote, maybe about 1 out of 10 in an election like the one coming up in August. But if they request a vote by mail ballot, then 1 out of 2 of those people are actually going to end up voting. And that's the key to getting our voter turnout numbers up. And I want to get people comfortable with voting by mail.